Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So it's time to continue on the Christmas theme. So I got these molds out from last year and I made these into ornaments last year. So we're going to do both of them. This is the angel and angel wings, and then a donut and a cup of coffee. What a great gift for like a police officer if you know one. Probably not a good gift. I don't think I would do that. So we're going to jazz these up. I pulled out some powders, mostly holographic glitters. So I pulled out black and gold for this one. I pulled out blue and pink for this one. I've got my Paradiso out. I've got my silver out. I've got golden opal. I've got all kinds of things out. So I'm just going to start by painting up some areas of this. And then we're going to fill it up and make some ornaments out of it. So let me flip this one over. I've got the holographic pink glitter for the hearts in this one. And I thought that that would look gorgeous with the Paradiso. Seeing that Paradiso means heaven in Italian. And we got angels here. What could be better? So I'm just going to get this painted. These are gorgeous. I love the holographic glitters. They paint just like your chrome powders or your chameleon powders on your silicone. They will stay in place. And I'm not sure... It should look just like this with the glitter behind it. What we might see the glitter through it because it's not a intense. So if we used an intense powder, but I didn't really want that kind of look today. I really wanted it to be subtle and, you know, pastel colors. I see in Hobby Lobby all these pastel Christmas decorations, and they're gorgeous. It makes me want to add another tree to my house. I've already got 7, and I think Dawn would have a problem if I added an 8th tree so I can have some pastel color tree. But they were gorgeous. So that's what gave me the inspiration, was the walking around. Just walk around Hobby Lobby, guys. You are going to get so much inspiration. These are not the good ones. Let me get the normal ones. Then I'm just going to take some alcohol and a Q-tip and get all that off around it the best you could. I know it's kind of hard with the glitters because they like to stick a lot more. So it's going to take me a little bit of time. I will do that, but that's how I'm going to clean it. So let's just paint this. For this one, of course, I've got glitter in her. I just cleaned this stuff out. Really good. And I don't want that in there. Shoot. Let me see if I could do it like this, or I could get some tape out. But I do not want the glitter in her. Not the pink anyway. And that stuff is so fine. I'm gonna grab a piece of tape here. I buy this Gorilla duct tape. It is way more sticky than your normal duct tape. And that's how I clean off like my mat and everything. Oh, wow, that's gonna be real fun to get out of her wings, because I want the wings to be in silver. And there's like some texture in the wings, so that's what I'm fighting with. So let me fight with that for a few minutes off camera, and then I'll come back when I'm getting ready to put the powder on. I'm just going to adjust what I'm doing because I have silver holographic powder. So I'm just going to replace the metallic in its place so I don't have to have little bits of the wrong color in there. So I'm just going to add the silver to it and not make this such a big deal, because that is going to be just as gorgeous. This is a wing here. Last time I did this, I did not know what it was, and I had to come up with a plan to fix it, which I did. I used tack it over and over glue after the fact and added more powder to it when I did these last year. So I'm glad I checked the video. I checked the video to see how much resin they held, and I'm so glad I did, because I would have forgotten that. I just want to get this in all these crevices. That is going to be so pretty. And hopefully, I don't know. Now I don't know if we're going to see, I don't really want to see the glitter through it. You know what I mean? Maybe I will change up the Paradiso too. See how things go when you start working on something? Because now I've got glitter all over her body, which I can clean out, but that's not going to be fun. So the wing, I wanted the silver. I'm going to do that cloud she's sitting on in the blue. The best that I can. Get this cleaned out. That's not too bad. Just make sure it's not wet from your alcohol. Let me get this brushed off, and I gotta figure out what I really wanted. I really wanted the Paradiso in her body, but I'm really thinking we're going to see that cut underneath. So maybe I will change that up. I just have to figure out what I'm going to change it up with. That is so pretty. Those are her feet, her dress, hands, hair. So I got all that. Now I just have to clean it out. I'll do all the cleaning at once. So let me get this one painted. And this one I'm going to do pink, gold, and black I will be using. They have black in the holographic glitter. And I think I'm going to do the band in the black across the coffee cup. And I'm probably going to put like 2025 across that for the year of the ornament. You could either do like a flat back bail, or you could drill down in and put a, what do you call those? A screw tip thing. Oh man, am I making a mess? This is not going to be fun to clean. It is going to take me a while. So I will definitely be cleaning this off camera. Let's get that glitter out. And then I want to clean this before I put it in the donut. I'm so meticulous about the cleaning because I don't like seeing it in the wrong place. I just don't. And I really want the black out before I do that. I'm going to do pink for the icing. There's like icing inside there for the donut. And I'm going to do golden for the donut because yum. Why wouldn't you do a golden, perfectly baked donut? But I got to clean it before I move on. And that's, yeah, I think I'll do the pink first and then I'll just brush. Make sure that dries. There's still a little bit in there, but hopefully we won't see it because it's barely in there. Just get this pink. I think I'm going to go all the way up the center of the donut with the pink. Like it dripped down in there, you know what I mean? These are so much harder to clean than your powders. You could do this with chrome powders. They have the same kind of colors in the sets. But I like the holographics of these. Last year I poured this in a mix to mold. I can link that at the end if you want to see that one. Hopefully I'll remember to do that. But that came out really cool too, and then we painted it all up after the fact. If you like painting your mix to mold, that's a great idea. But I wanted to do resin this year because I only got to this one time last year, I think. So all that's done. Now I have to somehow get that all off. I'm not going to get it perfectly. Like I said, I'm going to add more holographic glitter in gold. And you really won't see those few little pieces here that I'm going to be leaving. All right. It's time to refill all my Q-tips. I think I have a whole stash in my bathroom. I gotta go check. I go through so many of these. Just gotta get it wet. If it's wet with alcohol, it comes off much easier. If it's dry, it's not gonna be budging because it's basically stuck to your silicone. This is gonna be so cute. I can't wait to see it in resin. One more, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and do whatever's on there. Should blend right in with the gold. Whoop. Okay, now let's do the gold. And after that, then I will go off camera for a little while and clean everything the best that I can. I've got a lot here and there. This one, oh, that's gonna be so pretty. I know, I think everything's pretty. I can't help it. This art and form of art is such a cool form of art because, first of all, you don't know what you're gonna get. You're kind of building things as you go and changing things. And then it's always a surprise. Sometimes it's not a good surprise. But that's why I think we're all like addicted to this, because we don't know what's going to happen. We know what we want to happen, but we don't know what's actually going to happen. Okay, I think I got that whole thing. Yep. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and clean everything off camera, and then
make sure you clean it good.
Since you're here, you might as well help me.
I can't help you. I got stuff to do.
You don't have stuff to do. You're making it up.
I'm not making nothing up.
You're making it up. What do you think? I said it's a great gift for a cop.
You know, I had the awesome idea of something I want to do for a gag, but I got to find the right cop that ain't going to get mad and throw me in jail.
Oh, yeah, he came up with this like 20 years ago.
So I want to make a big cream-filled donut costume, and inside have something to squirt out vanilla cream, and have them chase me, and I'll start squirting out cream as I go. Wouldn't that be funny? I think that'd be hilarious.
A cop chasing a donut? Yeah, I think that would be funny, but I don't think they would find it funny.
Yeah, well, maybe not Northport cops. But I'm gonna find me a cop that'll do that and not arrest me.
You just need like somebody with a, oh man.
With a cop costume?
With a cop costume.
You want to dress up as a cop?
I don't. Now I gotta fix that. Well, let me clean the whole, no, I can't clean the whole thing and then fix it because I'll get it messy again. All right, I will get this done and be right back. Change of plans already. So I can't get it as clean as I absolutely want it. So when you can't beat them, join them, right? I tried something. I pulled out my Heaven's Dust, which is basically Paradiso in a fine cut. And I'm painting it on here. And it's sticking to the silicone. Because I really wanted that in there without seeing it behind everything. So I think that's what I'm going to do to get that look. And then fill it with white. And see what happens. I don't know if it's going to like float away into my resin or if it's going to stay stuck. So this is a great experiment. Because look at that, it's sticking to the silicone. I just didn't want it behind all these things, which I can brush it off and we'll still get the look that I'm going for. And for the coffee cup here, I think I'm just going to paint the coffee cup silver holographic and just be a completely holographic cup. This is going to be gorgeous if it works. Why wouldn't it work though? That's my question. And then you won't see any of that extra powder I couldn't get off. It wasn't a lot, but it was some, and I didn't want to see it in the finished piece with mica powder. This should be so pretty. I'm trying to get the glitter out from behind here which it's coming out. It's not sticking to that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be gorgeous. So I think I'm going to do the angel the same way, and we'll have like a little matching set here. I almost did her in the pink holographic glitter, but then I was trying to figure out how can I get the same look without mixing it into the resin and getting behind all of this. I don't know if I'm right or if I'm wrong, but it's okay. We're trying it out today, and then you guys would know, all of you who have purchased this, and it's a lot of you have purchased this, what you could do with it in addition to mixing it in. And then you don't have to deal with the glue to hold it in suspension. Just paint it on your mold. Is this genius? I don't know. Have any of you done this before me? Probably. Just getting up on the sides of that, just a little cutout. It looks like it's laying down beautiful on the mold, like flat, like it would on a tumbler. Oh, you know what? I need to make me a tumbler out of this. Man, that would be pretty. That would be gorgeous. I can't even, oh my gosh. All right, there's that. That's good. Not going to do it to the coffee cup because that's a completely different piece. Not necessarily want it to go with that one. So I think for this one, I'm just going to take my holographic silver. Which one? They also have a purple that I pulled out, this one here. But I didn't use it today. So then we can just pour all of this with the same color. I know in my last video, this total one is 4 ounces. And this one was 2 or 3. I couldn't really tell. So there's going to be that. So I'm going to fill them with just white, like a pearl white or something, both of them. I did paint the lid black. I should have done it chrome, but that's okay. I think it'll be good, everything in holographic. I think it'll be nice and flashy for Christmas. So I'm going to mix up 7 ounces of, let me think. I'm just going to do my pearl white. So all of this idea basically just went out the door. Or crystal white. I'm going to do crystal white because it's the hugest one that I have. And you're really not going to see much of it because it's going to be all in the back. I just want it to make sure I keep those pastel colors. Because if we do it with black, then you're going to deepen everything and completely change the color of that glitter. Let me get that out too. What did I do with that brush? I don't think that was it. Where is my brush? It's all behind this blue cloud. I just want to get it out of there. There we go. It's probably in here too, but I can't see it. All right, 7 ounces coming up.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage.
I mix up 7 ounces of my fast cure because they're so thin. So why not? We want to get these done quick. I'm just gonna tap this off. So a lot of people are new and they ask about my mixers. So this one is my hand one that I do 8 ounces or less, which I love because you don't have to time yourself. You just press that little AI button and it counts down 4 minutes for you. And it just speeds. It goes forward and backward. You don't have to do anything but stand there and stir it. Plus it comes with a stand if you buy the one with the stand. And you can be hands-free, so I'm just going to tap it off. If you want to know how to clean these, you can wipe it if you want to. I don't do that. It comes with like a drip mat. I think it came with a drip mat. Well, I have a drip mat. It must have come with it. I just lay this on the drip mat like this. It drips down, and then I pull it off every day so the mat doesn't get messed up because you can ruin silicone after a while. So I just pull off that cured resin every day off the drip mat and then place the thing. But then I let it cure on the paddle itself. It's a very hard plastic, and I will let a couple, like 3 or 4 stirs, cure on it, and then it's much easier to peel off. I just use a little knife to pry a little piece off and it peels off. So that's how I do that. And then I use the other mixers when I use more. So anything from 8 to about 12, I'll do the mini mixer. That's hands-free as well. And you do have to time that one, but it will just run and not stop. And then anything over 12, I just use my my big mixer up to about 24, 30. It holds a 32-ounce cup. That one you do have to press the button several times. So they're all a little bit different, but love the AI function on that one. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch cups. Since I'm going to have to do that anyway, I don't want it to bubble over here. So I'm going to go ahead and dissolve my mica powders in this cup so I don't have to mix forever. Just a decent amount of the white. Somebody asked what I had in the little bottle. If I have 99% in my big bottle, what did I have in the little bottle? Same exact thing. It's just a different sprayer. And it's easier to do this and take the lid off so I can get my mica powders. So it's the exact same thing. I use 99% for everything except cleaning. I don't use that high for a cleaning one. So that is already dissolved. You don't have to worry about it. And I'm going to get a spatula. Get this all mixed in there. And then I will split it back into this cup. Half and half for the vacuum chamber, so it doesn't bubble over. But I do want it all mixed together. We'll stick you in there. Now you're just going to mix it to get it through your resin, and you will not have any unmixed mica powder. So easy. All that alcohol is going to come to the top. In the next whatever couple minutes, it's going to go through the vacuum chamber for, I don't know, between 3 and 5 minutes. So all that alcohol will dissipate before we use it. And it would anyway. It would still rise to the top if you put it in your mold. So I have never, ever, ever had a problem mixing it this way. I'm just going to split it about half in here. This cup's a little bit bigger, so I'm going to leave that in there. All right, guys, let's get the bubbles out.
Glitz and glitter lighting up the night, painting dreams with a shimmer so bright, rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky.
I've got, let's see if I was right on the last one. I'm going to put 4 ounces in this measured cup and see if this one takes 3 or what it takes. I can't spritz it because of all this. I'm not going to ruin it. All that work we just did. Let's just hope their colors come out nicely with the white behind it, because I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct about it looking still holographic and still really, oh gosh. Yeah, didn't need that much. Probably should have paid more attention to that video I was watching. I don't know, there might be an ounce left in there. 2 ounces maybe? Doesn't hold that much. So this is 4 ounces. Let's see if it fills up both of them like I said it did. Again, no spritzing. I don't want to release any of the glitter I just adhered to. There are some nooks and crannies in here, but I'm just going to let it do its thing. Hopefully getting into them all by itself. These two are openings in the ornament, so we don't want to cover those up. Almost perfect. There's hardly anything left. That one's full. And those are full. Let me just take a dotting tool, a thin one. I just want to make sure that the resin is down in these little parts of the heart wings. I think it is. I just don't want to dislodge anything. All right, I'm going to scrape this into here. I got about a 1/2 ounce left. So that one took about 3.5. I think I could put maybe a little bit more in there so I don't have as much trimming to do. I'm just trying not to cover up those 2 portions there. That's good. All right, let's see what we have left and see how much the donut actually took. So we had 3 minus the 1/2 that I had left over from that one. Oh, math. Who wants to do math? I used to be really good at it too. I'm just going to scrape everything out. And I have about 1 3/4 left, so about 1.5 left from that one. Oh, that only took about 1.5 ounces. Oh my gosh. Well, that's good to know. You can make tons of them and not spend any money in resin. Just gonna pop those little bubbles. I have a little bit of glitter floating, but I'm not concerned about that. This one is a little too high. I'm gonna scoop some out. But I don't want it to come out of there, so, oh yeah, it is too high. Let me scoop more out. So I'm gonna have 2 ounces left. I want definite, whatever these things would be called on the wings. I want definition in them. That's the word I'm looking for. So there's glitter in here now, which is not a big deal. Just going to take some out. That should be good. That should be good. So I have white, 2 ounces of white. What in the world can I make with 2 ounces of white? I can always change the color. Let me think about this. I told you you're going to see a lot of these in this season. I'm going to do some blue in here. This Hint of Brass, I think it's called. Hint of Brass from Dianca Pours. This little bit of blue. Let's make this gorgeous and pour these. I love doing these. I'm so glad it's Christmas time because these are so pretty. I just want the hint is like icy blue, you know what I mean? But I gotta be quick because this is the 4-hour fast cure. And I don't really want a ton of bubbles in here, but you probably won't see them anyway. We'll just spritz it really good with alcohol, like that beautiful icy blue. It's lighter than it is in the jar because I had so much white in there and I barely put any blue in there. So that's what we're gonna do. I want this one for sure. And they look so pretty when they're all done up with a couple rhinestones in them. I went a little overboard on the alcohol because I don't want the bubbles to form as I'm pouring it. And this one, as big as it is, literally takes 1 ounce of resin. And I'll just put the other ounce in. It's not going to fill, I don't think the other ounce is going to fill up the other one, but that's okay. We don't need it full. Let me see what that was. Yeah, 1 ounce of resin. So pretty. It's going to be gorgeous. Same thing in here. This one has had its use, I'll tell you. I've made so many of these last year. But it's still coming out pretty, so I'm going to keep using it until it doesn't come out pretty anymore. I'll have to see if Into Resin has any new ones this year. Oh, 1 ounce is going to do a pretty good job. Just make sure it gets around that hole maker. Look at that. It is going to be gorgeous. 1 ounce per is perfectly fine. I'll probably have to sand the back, but I do it anyway, so it's not a big deal. It's the front side that we want to be beautiful. Just get all that out. And now we wait. Who is the comment of the day? I want to say I just started using alcohol on my tools when I'm cleaning up, and then the mold release spray somebody told me about. And did this thing clean up nicely because it had that spray on it from yesterday? So all I did, this one has some glitter on it now. All I did was clean it off really good. And I took this mold release spray. I will link it. And literally went like this and rubbed it in and put it away until tomorrow. And I did the same thing. Oh no! Hang on, I got a catastrophe. No. You go back in there. Okay, catastrophe averted. All I did was spray. Try not to get in there. Spray that, rubbed it in. And I left it. Maybe I'll do this one too. I haven't done that one yet. And what she has said is obviously it's conditioning your silicone, and your resin doesn't stick like this. These things I have such an issue with because I can't get the silicone to stay off of it, which is ruining the tip. So I do need to get another one because it's all hardened on there. So had I known this trick before, I would have done that. This one is clean. I cleaned this one with acetone. So maybe I'll rub this on there and hopefully it won't stick, because eventually it's going to break down your silicone tools and then they'll crack and break. So that is a great tip for you guys. One last thing before comment of the day. I got happy mail. This one I don't know who it came from, but I have a feeling who it came from. They sent me baby powder. Why? I think this was Sue. Sue, if I'm wrong, let me know, or whoever sent this to me. When Sue was over here, she brought baby powder with her and she put it on her hands before she put her gloves on. Made your gloves really easy to go on. So Sue, if that was you, thank you. There was no name in the box. And then I got a whole mess of charms from Eilish. It says, hey Michelle, you mentioned you didn't have any gold keychain charms. I hope this helps. Sending you and your family lots of love and blessings from Eilish Burns. She sent me Christmas ones. Look how gorgeous those are. How exciting that is. And a huge package of gold charms. No, I do not have hardly any gold charms. So look at all there's like everything in here, from bows to turtles to stars, keys, bumblebees, thank yous, moms, paw prints, fish, all kinds of things in here, Eilish. Thank you so much. 400 pieces. I think I'm going to have enough charms for a very, very long time. And this one was 110 pieces. Oh, and this one comes with some jump rings. And these are all Christmas themed in red, white, and green. Gorgeous. Thank you so much, Eilish. It is time to reveal what's going to happen. I am so anxious to see that glitter. Now, I just remembered I wanted to get a lot of that off of my mold. So I guess if you're new, I won't shut the camera off. I'll let you see. So basically take a piece of tape, good sticky tape, especially with that much glitter everywhere. You're going to want to clean your mold now because it is so much easier with the flat surface. I have put so much glitter out everywhere. So you just go around the whole thing. It'll take up bits of resin as well. Typically I do this off camera, but I totally forgot because I'm so anxious to get it unmolded. Ugh. This stuff is hard to get off the roll because it's so sticky. All right, just get all this off real quick. That's good enough. Good enough for now, and we'll clean. I'll wash it down later if I need to. Let's get the extras out because I can't wait. Look at that icy blue. It's so gorgeous. What do you think? You know I'm going to rhinestone these up, right? I do it a little different every time I do it. I mean, there's only so many ways you could do that, but it definitely is screaming for one in the middle. I always put one in the middle. All right, let's do this one. And this one you always have to drill the hole in. It shows you the hole, but look at how pretty that is. I just love the blue. Piece of black on it. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. All right, are we ready for the main event? Let's do this one first. They pop out really easy. Mold looks pretty good, needs a little bit of cleaning. Oh, look at that. So it has sprinkles on the donut. I'm gonna color in with a marker. I just need to trim, which is easy enough. I'm gonna put the year here, and that's probably it. I mean, look at the holographics on it. They are beautiful under the white. Absolutely beautiful. I love those. Love those glitters. All right, ready for this one? What do we do first? We'll do this one. Let's see what it looks like. Please be okay. Oh, yes. I was worried about it feeling rough, but it doesn't. Oh, that is so pretty. I know you guys are not seeing what I'm seeing. I should have had a little more powder on there. But regardless, it is gorgeous. Or I think what I'm seeing is glitter underneath there. That's what I'm seeing. I wonder if I can go over that. Maybe I'll try it with you. I mean, it's good. It's not bad at all. I literally would sell it like that, but I want to see. Look at that. She's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. I have a bubble right there. And I think that's the only one. Oh, one right there, which you really can't see. That is so cute. What do you think? Oh my gosh, I love it. So now we know we can paint the glitter on to the mold and it'll come out just as gorgeous. So what I'm thinking here is painting a little, tack it over and over. Or should I just leave it? It's really not that bad. I don't want to open up a can of worms and start messing with something that's really not that bad. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's see if it works, just so you guys know. Let me grab my glue. I use Eileen's Tack It Over and Over. I'm just gonna put a tiny little bit just on this one for now. I'll probably have to redo them all because they're not going to look the same at that point. I'm just trying to figure out which. Let me use one of these little lip gloss things because I don't need much at all. Just a dab. But what I'm trying to do is get this sticky, and I'll put some more of the holographic powder right on top of that. And if it doesn't work, I'm pretty sure we can wash it off. So that is going to dry. I might as well just do it to all of them because I know I'm going to have to. This will dry tacky, so let's just do all of them. It'll dry clear and tacky, and then if you want, it doesn't have to be a powder, whatever you want to stick to it. I'm just didn't like that we could see some of the glitter through it. I mean, like I said, it really wasn't that big of a deal, but for your sake, I want to show you if you can do it and what it would look like. Otherwise, it was gorgeous. I'm just going to try my hardest to keep it off of the glitter portion. I just need it on the front, really. And we will let this dry. And I'll go grab my glitters again. I think that's good. Look at that sparkle. It's so pretty. It's so gorgeous. Okay. I'm gonna trim these edges. Maybe I'll just use a knife today. There's not a whole lot to come off, barely. You just don't want anybody to get cut, especially if you're selling at fairs or if you're selling period anywhere. Make sure you are trimming those edges somehow, some way. Whatever way you like the best. I like the sander from Let's Resin the best now since they came out with that. And then I also like to use a nail file when I don't want to do too much. Just that tiny little flashing part, because it's really not that bad. And that'll just cut that edge right off. That's not going to fit in there. I do have little tiny nail files too, but that looks good. That is good, good, good. And then here we got to go in between. So these are the pieces that didn't get covered up with the resin. And then this one here. This one doesn't look too bad at all. I think it just needs a nail file. Like if I put it on the grinder, it might take too much off. All I want to do is just take that little edge off. Not too bad for a hand cut mold, huh? That should be dry pretty much already. And we will try to put the powder on, see what it looks like. Might have to spray seal it with clear. Then I'll wash this down before I finish it off. That's all I needed. Just that tiny little bit right here. Perfect. That's all it needed. What can I put it on with? That is the question. It is the pink. Or if maybe you decide you didn't like the pink, maybe you want to put it on a different color. Or half and half color or something like that. Not just to cover up mistakes. I'm going to try, no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to use another one of the lip gloss things. Let's just dip it in and rub it on. And then when I go to wash this off, look at that, it's going to work. I don't even need to really wash it off. I just need to get that loose. Oh, look how pretty. It worked. It works. Just rub lightly. All you're doing is getting that glitter to stick back down. It worked. So happy. I didn't do the top. I just did that. Then I'll get a brush, a nice clean brush. Let me grab one over here. I typically use these big ones and don't put anything on there so I can brush things off where they don't belong. Look at that. No more mistake. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, I am going to cut some numbers and get some stones out. I'm gonna rhinestone her up a little bit, and I will BRB.
Michelle's in her workshop, hands full of grace, pouring resin joy in this little place. An angel on a cloud, pure and divine, her heart glitz and glitter hums with a heavenly cheer. Her creations tell a story of the Savior near. Angel wings with hearts, a message so sweet. Faith poured in resin makes Christmas complete. Ice blue snowflakes, rhinestones aglow. Her love for Jesus in every flow. Oh, Michelle's Christmas hands working for the Lord. Each swirl of opalescence sings a sweet accord. From angel wings to donuts, coffee cups too. She's spreading love through every hue.
I am done. Here they are. So I put a blue rhinestone at all the edges. It's very subtle, but I didn't want it like crazy flashy, so I just kept it blue. So I have it on all the tips everywhere. Inside, you could probably, I don't know if you could see it in the camera, but I could see it in person. And then for this one, I did an AB rhinestone, which is like opal color, and I put it on every single one of those bumps. That looks so pretty. I just have to go through and get these strings back off. Somebody said to use a heat gun. I haven't tried that yet. I'll have to try that. So that is that one. Here is the angel wings with the hearts. I put a ribbon, an iridescent ribbon on, and there is a pilot hole in the mold. So I screwed an eye hook into the pilot hole. I used a little bit of pressure doing it, and I put some glue in there. The only one I had to drill was, I mean, there was a hole there in the donut, but it didn't go deep enough and I couldn't get a good grip on it, so I did put the drill in there just a little bit deeper. So there is a hole in there already if you want to do it that way, or you can glue on a flat back bail or do whatever. You don't have to use an ornament. So this one I just added a few blue rhinestones at the tips. Not sure I like them, but if whoever doesn't like them, they can take them off if they don't like them. And this here is smooth to the touch, so I don't feel the need to seal it in for any reason. But you can spray seal it if you wanted to, and spray seal everything in there. Then I put a little bit of silver chrome marker on the edges there. Here's the coffee cup. I put 2025, a little bit crooked, but not horribly crooked. Painted the sprinkles, and I put a line of rhinestones around the trim, and then of course the ribbon. And that's all I did to that one. And here's the angel, 2025 on the cloud. And then I put a blue rhinestone in the middle of all those and at the tips. And again, they're removable. You don't have to keep them on there if you are the one who ends up with these. And didn't do anything to her. I just liked her the way she was. Put a ribbon on there. Again, the eye hook, there was a pilot hole there. Put some glue on it and I screwed that in. And I put a little bit of silver right here on the tips of the wings, just to make it a little bit different, because it was kind of close to the same glitter. This glitter and this glitter are very close, so I wanted to differentiate it from that glitter. So that's all I did with that. Nothing going on the backs. That is it, my friends. This is the chrome marker I used. I will link everything in the video description box if you want to know what I'm using. That's it. I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Stick around for those pictures, everyone. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, ooh. sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new, a life of love.